Well, let's start the second half of the frenzy at East Grand Rapids. Pioneers determined to put a stop to a 2-year playoff drought. Last time they went 3 straight, 1970. Whoa. Jim Galvin, honored before the game, used to coach Catholic Central. Here, Mikey Roth to Gordy Sloan. Touchdown, Pioneers strike first, 7-0. A punt dropped Catholic Central at the 1, and then hit in the end zone. Michael Johnston jumps on the fumble recovery there for the touchdown. East up 14-0. Catholic Central comes back, ties it up, and with 2 seconds left, it's Noah Zalaski. Game-winning field goal for East Grand Rapids, and he puts it inside the upright. East wins at 17-14.
In Lowell, the Red Arrows shooting for their 21st consecutive opening day win, this time over their first international competition, hosting St. Catharines Canada Prep Academy tonight. Lowell got on the board in the first. Ryan Stevens going to find Gabe Steed. Look at the sidearm delivery and on the money. Nice grab as well to bring it down. It was 7-0 Red Arrows. Canada Prep would strike back in the second. Justin Julian take the handoff inside here, come right at you around the left side of the offensive line, and will break that tackle, slip that one, and go in from 26 yards out. They had tied it back up at 7, but at the fourth, Lowell now up 13-7. And Stevens will find Zach Dean in the end zone. That'll put him up 21-7. They would get another later. Lowell knocks off Canada Prep tonight, 28-7.
Taking the time machine to game number 12, a good old-fashioned City League rivalry at Houseman Field. Union in Ottawa Hills. Second half, Bengals up big. Union in the red zone and threatening, but Javion Winters there for the Bengals, going to pick it off, and look at number 7 go. Weaving in and out. He's going to take it back 91 yards, a pick 6, as Ottawa Hills wins big, 57-6.
All right, the 13th sideline we hit tonight was in Hudsonville, where for the 4th straight year, Eagles open against Holt. And they trailed 2-0 in this game. Mason Oppel going to put Hudsonville on top to Cooper Cicchini. Touchdown, 7-2, Hudsonville with the lead. Midway through the second quarter, Holt comes back. Garrett Dickinson going to hand off to Trent Stone, and he's going to find a hole, cut back across, and go 44 yards for the touchdown. Holt would take an 8-7 lead, but second half, all Hudsonville Eagles win it 27-8.
Now, they are no longer conference rivals, but they have been longtime rivals, still are. Granville Bulldogs making the short trip to Jenison tonight to meet the Cats. Dogs have really been struggling of late, and that's by years, not games. And a big win tonight under Eric Stiegel in his first game. This is Ryan Korndike to Ben Sinclair, who gets free, and number 8's going to go 58 yards for the score. Granville led it 44-7 on the road. And then at the very end of the third quarter, Korndike again, this time to Parker Reminga, who will go 63 yards. They're having some fun in Granville. Doesn't happen very often. Big win tonight, 50-14 in their new debut.
Next up, Montague and Orchard View. Wildcats have built quite the playoff machine here. 13 straight trips going for number 14, and it started with Orchard View. Orchard View, though, on the board first. That's Jalen Hatcher going to run it in for the score. QB keeper, and it was an 8-0 Orchard View lead. Montague would counter. Jacob Buchberger there going to run it in for the score. You see him coming out and in, number 5. It was an 8-6 game, but Orchard View going to hang on and win this one, 22-16.
Game 16 takes us to Reese Puffer. Rockets trying to build on last year's 7-win season. Holland trying to rebuild after 1 win in the last 2 years. Here, the Holland pass is picked off by DeAndre Owens-Oaks. His second interception of the night. That's going to lead to this touchdown by Evan McCrary. Reese Puffer wins it. Final score 41-27.
To Holland Christian we go. Matchup of 4 and 5 teams from a season ago. The Maroons facing the Hawks of Forest Hills Eastern. And a big night for Forest Hill Eastern's Luke Wilkerson. That one of 5 touchdown tosses on the night. That one covered 17 yards. It was 42-7. Pretty nice looking play here. Holland Christian back to the air. This is Caleb Brink pulling down back of the end zone, but not nearly enough tonight. Forest Hills Eastern rolling over Holland Christian, 42-13.
Number 18, a bit of a mismatch. Calvin Christian has as many postseason wins in the last 4 years as Traverse City Christian does regular season wins in the last 4 years, and that's 2. And the Squires getting to it early. Austin Herons with a 15-yard score. It was 7-0 Squires. And then in the second quarter, after a muff snap here, Herons gonna pick it up, find Grant Griffin, 15-yard toss. Calvin Christian wins big, 72-6.
Forest Hills Northern at Kennewa Hills is next. Hawaiian night at Kennewa. Kids look great out there. Way to show up, kids. No score late second quarter. Huskies, the big play. Going to block the field goal. And that ball scooped up by Connor Bruenheis. And he's going to go 62 yards for the score. Forest Hills Northern wins it 20-7.
To Mattawan we go in a conference opener in the always tough SMAC West. Wildcats entertaining the defending champion Mustangs of Portage Central, picking up in the second half. Stangs trailing by 4, but Sam Vermeulen handing off. Thomas Hartfield rumbles in from 6 yards out. It put Portage Central up 14-11 in the third. Then late in the fourth, Wildcats had a 4th and 6 and a chance get shut down here. Portage Central hangs on to win it tonight, 14-11.
Not the start to the season Comstock Park wanted. They've lost in the state semifinals 3 straight years, hosting Cedar Springs, and this one all Cedar Springs here. Pat Naughton, QB for Comstock Park, going to get the pass up the middle to Ryan Grutska. 30-yard game, but that was about as all the highlights that came for the Panthers. They lose 50-13.
All right, our bonus coverage here. Game 22, Wayland at Hopkins. And Hopkins with a great start to the season here. Wyatt Stegman, he's going to go 1 yard. 1 yard for the touchdown at 8-0 Vikings. Hopkins goes on to win. Your final score 27-8. We'll check.